Hi, it's Dorothy, and these are my hot girl travel tips with Cosmo. Pre-flight days for me are usually mayhem. I'm always literally rushing, packing till the last minute. I don't know why. I cannot pack unless there's a deadline. I cannot pack the night before. I need to just do it up until. So I'm always rushing. So I'm usually always tired. Before I fly, I make sure I have a clean face. I'm not the girl that wears makeup. My friends and I always say, don't trust a girl at an airport in heels, okay? They always have some sort of agenda. I'm always in sweats and sneakers, no makeup, clean face, and I make sure I moisturize a lot just to make sure that everything is hydrated before I go in. And I'm not usually one to wear a mask on the plane. For some reason, I feel like the mask, I don't want things sticking on, like maybe some particles in the air. I don't know. My face being wet on the plane is not my tea. So I moisturize and do all this stuff before I get on the plane. So this is my travel bag. You get one personal item. I really use that to capacity. I got it in Paris this summer. So this has been my travel bag since the summer. There's like little pockets and stuff for my passport. That's nice for traveling. My first item, water. It's very important. I'm also trying to consume less plastic, so paper bottle. I do bring an eye mask. Sometimes depending on the time of the flight and you don't have control if people are putting the windows down or not, so I do have this. It's Leve. I don't know if they sell it, but it's very cute. It's very soft. So this is my little Goyard passport holder for, international. I usually have all my different airline cards and stuff like that in here. These are the toiletry bags. After the flight, it's all about rehydrating your face. All hot girls have sensitive skin, so I use aloe vera gel, like pure aloe vera with nothing added. That really will rehydrate your skin really well. I use a lot of baby and kid products that have such sensitive skin. I will use this Johnson & Johnson Aloe and Vitamin E Gel. I use this Mother Dirt brand probiotic face wash. You're supposed to have probiotics for your gut. It's also good to have probiotics on your skin and for your face. And then you can roll everything in. I have all the jade rollers and all the things in the world. I have more here too. This one maybe sometimes looks weird when it's going through the security. Like it's a face roller, I swear. I love this Dr. Hauschka facial toner and spray. So this is also very good for sensitive skin. It doesn't make you irritated. I'm very sensitive, like I've been saying. For my body, I actually use this Vanny cream. It's really clean and it doesn't irritate. And I also use a Vanny cream cleansing bar. I take baths. I love baths. I feel like for some reason, baths are so luxurious. To me, I feel like showers are barbaric at this point for me. I was like, oh my God, a shower, I have to stand, I'm so tired. Especially after a flight, I like to sit in the bath. Sometimes I'll rinse off first and then I'll sit in the bath because I do also feel like the steam from the bath, if you're sitting for a long time, it really helps re-energize and reinvigorate your face. So after that, I will smother myself in my Vanny cream bar, and then after that, I use a lot of Vanny cream lotion just to moisturize. Oh, sometimes on the flight too, since you're so high up, you do get UV rays. So if you can, you should put a little bit of sunscreen on. Oh, this is my hairbrush, Sheila Stott's extension detangler brush. This is the brush, the only brush. Oh, and for my face mask, this is actually an old plane ticket. I use really clean organic products. So I actually got these at Whole Foods, BioRepublic. Deep hydration mask, bright and glowing mask. I think I have one that's a calming mask. Oop. I usually put the mask on when I'm in the bath and then I'll roll it to really get the products in. Oh, here. This is also my Nurse Jamie roller. You can roll, roll, roll. Get the neck, tech neck, all that stuff. Oh, and snacks. Usually I don't really eat that much on a plane. I try to honestly never eat airplane food. I'd rather eat when I get in or I'm settled. Airplane food is just not my thing. And I hear that they put certain things in it that I don't really want in my body. So I will usually bring some snacks. Sometimes I'll bring hard-boiled eggs, which I didn't bring today, but I like these broccoli bites. They're air-dried broccoli bites, and I usually will bring some sort of nut. I usually try to eat only European nuts because American nuts have a lot of they're all genetically modified. Ooh, genetically modified. So usually European nuts, Marcona almonds. Oh, digestive enzymes. I take a digestive enzyme before I eat anything. Very important. And so skin health is very related to your gut health. So a lot of times people are like, why do I have acne? Why do I have dry skin? It really all relates to what's going on in your stomach, what you're eating. So it's really important to make sure you take your probiotics, your prebiotics. I take L-glutamine and all that stuff. Also my digestive enzymes before I eat. Oh, I do also like Honest Company. They have a really good, really thick healing balm. Here, I carry little masks in here. Also, I have blue light glasses. So when I want to wind down, I can put on my blue light glasses so all the lights and other people's TV screens and my own phone screen doesn't keep me up. Also, to help with sleeping, I use melatonin spray. This is like all natural melatonin spray. It's just like 4 sprays, just helps you kind of loosen up and fall asleep. Oh, for lips, I love my U Beauty Lip Plasma Mask. Literally, I have like 18 of these in every purse. I just like keeps everything nice and hydrated. It like adds plasma back into your lips. This I also love. It's Millie Bobby Brown's brand, Glow Lip Oil. I really love this one too. And then I have a guasa. There's all the shaping things that we need. And then for my face moisturizer, I use this Mother Dirt. It's like a very clean oil because, like I said a million times, I have very sensitive skin. Oh, I carry an extra phone case just in case you want to re-accessorize on the plane. And also, of course, some sort of power source, battery, charger. No matter what time, you can always rock a sunglass at an airport. Even if it's nighttime, people understand. There's usually fluorescent lighting in airports, and that's very harsh on the eyes. So you can always say you have an eye condition and you need to keep your sunglasses on too. This sounds really bad, but my book, I'm always carrying around these books, so I'm gonna have so much time to read. I never have the time to read. Sometimes heels, depending. I always bring a pair of heels just in case, because you never know. But there's some trips that are really just like casual walking around the city trips, and the heels aren't really necessary. But it's good to have just in case. One thing I would die if I forgot to pack would be my lotion. I literally live by this Vanny cream and the Vanny bar soap. I can't use any other products. I learned from my friend Nikki Hilton, and she had like a book about traveling and style tips. I pack all my shoes in a clear Ziploc bag that I just kind of keep reusing because they're just shoes. So then you can actually see what's in them instead of using the dust bags. So some of the dust bags, I also feel like, are you cleaning the dust bags? Are you throwing them away? Like with the plastic bags, like once they get kind of used a couple times, they're dirty. Like you can actually wash them or wipe them down or just throw them away. I usually do clothes on the bottom first. So things that are flat on the bottom, and then things that maybe create a little volume, then I add them on the top. And the rolling doesn't actually help. Bathrooms on the airplane are not my favorite, obviously. I chug water in the car on the way to the airport, and that usually times out to where it like kind of, I need to go to the bathroom right before I get on the plane, so I use the bathroom in the airport, and I like right before boarding. Like when they call boarding, I run to the bathroom and pee, and then hopefully if it's a domestic flight, like only 3-4 hours, sometimes I won't have to use the dreaded airplane bathroom the whole time. But you know, if you gotta go, you have to go. The worst time to go is after meals. So if you're gonna use the bathroom on a plane, go early, just be like first in, and once they start setting food for the airline meals, that's kind of the cutoff, and you don't want to go until maybe like 2 hours after that, because that's probably when they'll start cleaning them again. Hope you enjoyed my hot girl travel tips, and tune in to Bling Empire New York on Netflix.